All right, hi, welcome back. My name is Michael. Today I want to talk about a quote that I have collected in my phone. I have over 400 quotes collected in my phone right now, and I think I'm going to go through each one that resonates with me through my videos on here. That's my plan at the moment. So, this quote says, if you want to move forward in your life, you have to take full responsibility for your circumstances. And when I see this quote, I think of people being stuck because they're blaming others for their current situation. If you blame others for your current situation, you will have trouble getting past barriers that are in your life. Whether those barriers be put there by your conscious self or your subconscious self through self-sabotage, you will have trouble moving forward because you are not fully accepting the circumstances of your current situation. So, in order to get to that acceptance of your current situation, you have to do some inner work. You need to journal. Sometimes you need to do therapy. You need to meditate. You need to reflect on your current situation, circumstances. And before you can even do that, you have to have a vision of your greater goal and purpose. You have to think, what do I want to achieve more than anything? What does my highest self want to achieve more than anything in this world? And by highest self, I mean your best possible version of yourself. And what I mean by that is the highest vibrational frequency that you can move up in your collective consciousness. The goal for everyone on this planet will be most beneficial for them and for the world at large to continue to venture as close as they can toward enlightenment, if not reach enlightenment. And in order to do that, you have to get to acceptance. And in order to get acceptance, you have to be willing to acknowledge your deficiencies. You have to be willing to acknowledge what you are weak in. We all have weaknesses. Now, it's not fun to look at our weaknesses because it's something we're bad at. We don't like to look at things we're bad at. We don't like to do things we're bad at. And quite honestly, it's good that for the most part you avoid situations where your weaknesses are the main culprit that you have to utilize to get you through a situation. We want to avoid those as much as possible. We want to be in situations where our strengths are used mostly. But at the same time, we don't want to ignore our weaknesses completely. We want to work on them in silence, in quiet, in private. We want to work on our weaknesses so that they don't become complete deficiencies if we're put in a situation where we have to use that weakness. So, for instance, for most of my life, one of my greatest weaknesses was my intuition, my ability to listen to my internal self and respond in the moment to what's happening. This was one of my greatest weaknesses for so long because I continuously distracted myself with external things from seeing within, seeing my third eye. But over the past couple of months, I have completely done my utmost to eradicate all of the bad habits that were left in my life. All of the things that bogged me down. And I continued to add more good things that shined brighter light into my life and added to my raising of my vibrational frequency. And since doing that, I've been completely open to a greater level of my intuition. And what that means is that I can finally see the signs and signals that the universe and spirit, whatever you want to call it, has been trying to communicate with me. And all of this started with a sense of accepting my current circumstances. I finally looked at my habits and said, this habit is not good for me, even though I keep doing it. I know a habit is something that is hard to break, but if I don't break this, I'll continue to stay stuck where I am. And I took a hard look at myself and said, I just turned 30 this past November. I took a hard look at myself and said, do I want my 30s to be like my 20s? Or do I want them to be different? Do I want to evolve, or do I want to stay stagnant? And the decision's yours. The decision's ours to make for each of us. And we can either continue to rise above the challenges that are placed before us, or we can bury our heads in the sand and pretend they don't exist, and when we get to the end of our life, look back and realize that we weren't living the whole time. The choice is yours. Time's ticking either way. That's all I have for today. Thanks if you stayed till the end. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.